वासुदेवाय।
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया
ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया
चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन
चक्षुर्निमीलितं येन
तस्मै
तस्मै
श्रीगुरवे
श्रीगुरवे
नमः।
नमः।
श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं
श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं
स्थापितं येन
स्थापितं येन
भूतले
भूतले
स्वयं रूप
स्वयं
कदा
रूप
मह्यं
कदा मह्यं
ददाति
ददाति
स्वपदान्तिकम्।
स्वपदान्तिकम्।
वन्देऽहं
वन्देऽहं
श्रीगुरो
श्रीगुरो
श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरो
श्रीयुतपदकमलं
वैष्णवांश
श्रीवैष्णवांश
श्रीरूपं
श्रीरूपं
साग्रजातं
साग्रजातं
सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं
रघुनाथान्वितं तं
सजीवम्
सजीवं
साद्वैतं
साद्वैतं
सावधूतं
सावधूतं
हरिजनसहितं
परिजनसहितं
कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं
कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं
श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता
श्रीरामकृष्णपादान्
श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च
रघुनाथान्वितां।
हे कृष्णा
हे कृष्णा
करुणा सिन्धो
करुणा सिन्धो
दीनबन्धो
दीनबन्धो
जगत्पते
जगत्पते
गोपेश
गोपेश
गोपिकान्ता
गोपिकान्ता
राधाकान्ता
राधाकान्ता
नमोऽस्तुते।
नमोऽस्तुते।
सप्तकाञ्चन
सप्तकाञ्चन
गौराङ्गी
गौराङ्गी
राधे
राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी
वृषभानुसुते
वृषभानुसुते देवी
प्रणमामि
प्रणमामि
हरिप्रिये।
हरिप्रिये।
वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च
वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च
कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च
कृपासिन्धुभ्यैव च
पतितानां
पतितानां
पावनेभ्यो
पावनेभ्यो
वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो
वैष्णवेभ्यो
नमः।
नमो नमः।
जय
जय
श्रीकृष्ण
श्री कृष्ण
चैतन्य प्रभु
चैतन्य प्रभु
नित्यानन्द श्री
नित्यानन्द
अद्वैत गदाधर
श्री अद्वैता
श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृन्द। हरे कृष्णा
कृष्ण
हरे
हरे
कृष्णा
कृष्ण
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 कृष्णा
कृष्ण
हरे
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 राम
राम
हरे
हरे
राम
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 हरे
हरे
हरे.
हरे।
Okay. So today, first I will recite all the shlokas from Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra. I'll recite all the shlokas. You can pay attention and you can listen to it. You can just try to follow the tune and the pronunciation, everything. And once you get comfortable, then in the next few days, then we can recite these shlokas in a call and repeat fashion. I will recite the line and then you can repeat after that. But for today, just to get familiar with the meter, melody, and the pronunciation, the words, etc. Just here. And let me send the link where you can find Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra lyrics. It's on KK Songs. I just sent it in the group. So, so
Puji,
just
can
like
you please
how,
paste here in the message?
what's that?
Can you please paste in Zoom message?
Yes, I can do that. Yeah,
Thank you.
I sent it in the Zoom chart.
Yeah.
So just like how we have pranam mantras for different acharyas, Prabhupada pranam mantra, and then pranam mantras for six Goswamis, Panchatattva pranam mantra, Radha pranam mantra, Sri Krishna pranam mantra, Vaishnava pranam mantra, etc. Similarly, we have a pranam mantra for Kulashekhara Aalwaar. So before reciting Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra, we should we should honor and glorify Kulasekhara Aalwaar by reciting his pranam mantra. Ghuśyate yasya nagare ranga-yātrā dine-dine tamaham śirasā vande rājānām kulaśekharaṁ. There are 53 shlokas in Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra. Different shlokas are in different meter, different tune. So for today, you can just listen to it. श्रीवल्लभेति वरदेति दयापरेति भक्तप्रियेति भवलुण्ठनकोविदेति नातेति नागशयनेति जगन्निवासे त्यालापिनं प्रतिदिनं कुरु मां मुकुन्द जयतु जयतु देवो देवकी नन्दनोऽयं जयतु जयतु कृष्णो वृष्णिवंशप्रदीपः जयतु जयतु मेघश्यामलकोमलाङ्गो जयतु जयतु पृथ्वीभारनाशो मुकुन्दः मुकुन्दमूर्ता प्रणिपत्य याचे भवन्तमेकान्तमियन्तमर्थम् अविस्मृतिस्त्वच्चरणारविन्दे भवे भवे मेस्तु भवत्प्रसादात् नाहं वन्दे तव चरणयोर्द्वन्द्वमद्वन्द्वहेतो कुम्भीपाकं गुरुमपि हरे नारकं नापरेतुम् रम्या रामा मृदुतनुलता नन्दनेनापि रन्तुम् भावे भावे हृदय भवने भावयेयं भवन्तम् नाष्टाधर्मेण वसुनिचयेनैव कामोपभोगे यद्भाव्यं तद्भवतु भगवन् पूर्वकर्मानुरूपम् ये तत्प्रार्थ्यं मम बहुमतं जन्म जन्मान्तरेऽपि त्वत्पादाम्भोरुहयुगगता निश्चला भक्तिरस्तु दिवि वा भुवि वा ममास्तु वासो नरके वा नरकान्तकप्रकामम् अवधीरितशारदारविन्दौ चरणौ ते मरणेऽपि चिन्तयामि चिन्तयामि हरिमेव सन्ततम् मन्दहासमुदिताननाम्बुजम् नन्दगोपतनयं परात्परम् नारदादिमुनिवृन्दवन्दितम् करचरणसरोजे कान्तिमन्नेत्रमीने श्रममुषिभुजवीची व्याकुले गाधमार्गे हरिसरसि विगाह्य पीयतेजो जलौघम् भवमरुपरिकिन्नः क्लेशमद्य त्यजामि सरसिजनयने सशङ्खचक्रे मुरभिधिमाविरमस्वचित्तरन्तुम् सुखतरमपरं न जातु जाने हरिचरणस्मरणामृतेन तुल्यम् माभिर्मन्दमनो विचिन्त्य बहुधा यामीश्वरं यातना नैवामी प्रभवन्ति पापरिपवा स्वामी ननु श्रीधरा आलस्यं व्यपनीय भक्तिसुलभं ध्यायस्व नारायण लोकस्य व्यसनापनोदनकरो दासस्य किं न क्षमः भवजलधिगतानां द्वन्द्ववाताहतानां सुतदुहितृकळत्रा त्राणभारार्दितानां विषमविषयतो ये मज्जतामप्लवानां भवति शरणमेको विष्णुपोटो नराणाम् भवजलधिमगाधं दुष्टरं निष्ठरेयं कथमहमिति चेतो मास्मगाकातरत्वम् सरसिजदृशि देवे तारकी भक्तिरेका नरकभिधिनिषण्णा तारयित्यशवश्यम् तृष्णातो ये मदनपवनोद्धूतमोहोर्मिमाले धारावर्ते तनयसहजा ग्राहसङ्गाकुले च संसाराख्ये महति जलदौ मज्जतामस्त्रिधामन् पादाम्भोजे वरद भवतो भक्तिनावं प्रयच्छ पृथ्वीरेणुरनुपयांसि कणिका फल्गुस्फुलिङ्गो लघुस् तेजो निःश्वसनं मरुत्तनुतरं रन्ध्रं सुसूक्ष्मं नभः क्षुद्रा रुद्रपितामहा प्रभृतया कीटा समस्तासुरा दृष्टे यत्र सतारको विजयते श्रीपादधूलीकणाः हे लोका शृणुत प्रसूतिमरणा व्याधे चिकित्सामिमाम् योगज्ञा समुदाहरन्ति मुनयो यां यज्ञवल्काधया अन्तर्ज्योतिरमेयमेकममृतं कृष्णाख्यमापीयताम् तत्पीतं परमौषधं वितनुते निर्वाणमात्यन्तिकम् हे मर्त्या परमं हितं शृणुतवो वक्ष्यामि संक्षेपता संसारार्णवमापधूर्मि बहुलं सम्यक् प्रविश्य स्थिता नानाज्ञानमपास्य चेतसि नमो नारायणायेत्यमुम् मन्त्रं सप्रणमं प्रणामसहितं प्रावर्तयेत्यं मुहुः नातेन पुरुषोत्तमे त्रिजगतां एकाधिपे चेतसा सेव्ये स्वस्य पदस्य धातरि परे नारायणे तिष्ठति यं कञ्चित् पुरुषादमं कतिपया ग्रामेशमल्पार्ततम् सेवायै मृगयामहे नरमहो मूढावराकावयम् बद्धेनाञ्जलिनानतेन शिरसा गात्रैः सरोमोद्गवैः कण्ठेन स्वरगद्गदेन नयनेनोद्गीर्णबाष्पाम्बुना नित्यं त्वच्चरणारविन्दयुगला ध्यानामृता स्वादिना अस्माकं सरसीरुहाक्ष सततं सम्पद्यतां जीवितम् यत्कृष्ण प्रणिपातधूलिधवलं तद्वर्ष्म तद्वैशिरास् ते नेत्रे तमसोजिते सुरुचिरे याभ्यां हरिर्दृश्यते सा बुद्धिर्विमलेन्दुशङ्खधवला या माधवाध्यायिने सा जिह्वामृतवर्षिणी प्रतिपदं या स्तौति नारायणम् जिह्वे कीर्तय केशवं मुररिपुं चेतो भजे श्रीधरम् पाणिध्वन्द्वसमर्चयाच्युतकथा श्रोत्रद्वयत्वं शृणु कृष्णं लोकयलोचनद्वय हरेर्गच्छाङ्घ्रियुग्मालयम् जिग्रग्राणमुकुन्दपादतुलसीं मूर्धन्यमादोक्षजम् आम्नायाभ्यसनन्यरन्यरुदितं वेदव्रतान्यन्वहम् मेदश्छेदफलानि पूर्थविदयः सर्वं हुतं भस्मनि तीर्थानामवगाहनानि च गजा स्नानं विना यत्पदा द्वन्द्वाम्भोरुह संस्मृतिं विजयते देवस्य नारायण मदन परिहरस्थितिं मदीये मनसि मुकुन्द पदारविन्ददाम्नि हरनयन कृशानुना कृशोऽसि स्मरसि न चक्रपराक्रमं मुरारेः नाते दातरि भोगि भोगशयने नारायणे माधवे देवे देवकी नन्दने सुरवरे चक्रायुधे साङ्घ्रिणी लीलाशेष जगत्प्रपञ्च जठरे विश्वेश्वरे श्रीधरे गोविन्दे कुरु चित्तवृत्तिमचलाम् अन्यैस्तु किं वर्तनैः माद्राक्षं क्षीणपुण्यां क्षणमपि भवतो भक्तिहीनान् पदाब्जे मा श्रौषं श्राव्यबन्धं तव चरितमपास्यान्यदाख्यानजातं मा स्मार्षं माधवत्वम् अपि भुवनपते चेतसा पह्नुवानान् मा भुवं त्वत्सपर्या व्यतिकररहितो जन्म जन्मान्तरेऽपि मज्जन्मना फलमिदं मधुकैतवारे मत्प्रार्थनीयमदनुग्रह एष एव त्वद्भृत्य भृत्य परिचारक भृत्य भृत्य भृत्यश्च भृत्य इति मां स्मर लोकनाथा तत्त्वं ब्रुवाणानि परं परस्तान् मधुक्षरन्तीव मुदावहानि प्रावर्तय प्राञ्जलिरस्मि जिह्वे नामानि नारायण गोचराणि नमामि नारायण पादपङ्कजं करोमि नारायण पूजनं सदा वदामि नारायण नाम निर्मलं स्मरामि नारायण तत्त्वमव्ययम् श्रीनाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्रीकृष्ण भक्त प्रिय चक्रपाणे श्रीपद्मनाभाच्युत कैतभारे श्रीराम पद्माक्ष हरे मुरारे अनंत वैकुंठ मुकुंद कृष्ण गोविंद दामोदर माधवेति वक्तुं समर्थोऽपि न वक्ति कश्चित् अहो जनानां व्यसनाभिमुख्यम् भक्तापाय भुजाङ्गगारुडमणि त्रैलोक्यरक्षामणि गोपीलोचन चातकाम्बुदमणि सौन्दर्यमुद्रामणि यकान्तामणि रुक्मिणी गणकुचा द्वन्द्वैकभूषामणि श्रेयो देवशिखामणिर्दिशतु नो गोपालचूडामणि शत्रुच्छेदैकमन्त्रम् सकलमुपनिषद्वाक्यसम्पूज्यमन्त्रम् संसारोच्छेदमन्त्रम् समुचिततमसः सङ्घनिर्याणमन्त्रम् सर्वैश्वर्यैकमन्त्रम् व्यसनभुजगसन्दष्टसन्त्राणमन्त्रम् जिह्वे श्रीकृष्णमन्त्रम् जप जप सततं जन्मसाफल्यमन्त्रम् व्यामोहप्रशमौषधं मुनिमनोवृत्तिप्रवृत्त्यौषधम् दैत्येन्द्रार्तिकरौषधं त्रिभुवने सञ्जीवनैकौषधम् भक्तात्यन्तहितौषधं भवभयप्रध्वंसनैकौषधम् श्रेयप्राप्तिकरौषधं पिबमना श्रीकृष्णदिव्यौषधम् कृष्णत्वदीयपदपङ्कजपञ्जरान्तम् अद्वैव मे विशतु मानसराजहंसा प्राणप्रयाणसमये कफवातपित्तैः कण्ठावरोधनविधौ स्मरणं कुटस्ते चेतश्चिन्तय कीर्तय स्वरसनेनम्रीभवत्वं शिरो हस्ताभञ्जलिसम्पुटं रचयितं वन्दस्व दीर्घं वपु आत्मन् संश्रय पुण्डरीकनयनं नागाच्छलेन्द्रस्थितं धन्यं पुण्यतमं तदेव परमं दैवं हि सत्सिद्धये शृण्वन् जनार्दन कथा गुणकीर्तनानि देहेन यस्य पुलकोद्गमरोमराजी नोत्पद्यते नयनयोर्विमलाम्भुमाला धिक्तस्य जीवितमहो पुरुषादमस्य अन्धस्य मे हृतविवेकमहादनस्य चौरै प्रभो बलिभिरिन्द्रियनामधेयैः मोहान्धकूपकुहरे विनिपातितस्य देवेश देहि कृपणस्य करावलम्बम् इदं शरीरं शतसन्धिजर्जरम् पठत्यवश्यं परिणामपेशलम् किमौषधं पृच्छसि मूढधुर्मते निरामयं कृष्णरसायनं पिबा आश्चर्यमेतद्धि मनुष्यलोके सुधां परित्यज्य विषं पिबन्ति नामानि नारायणगोचराणि त्यक्त्वान्यवाचा कुहका पठन्ति त्यजन्तु बान्धव सर्वे निन्दन्तु गुरवो जनाः तदापि परमानन्दो गोविन्दो मम जीवनम् सत्यं ब्रवीमि मनुजा स्वयमूर्ध्वबाहुर् यो यो मुकुन्द नरसिंह जनार्दनेति जीवो जपत्यनुदिनं मरणे रणे वा पाषाणकाष्ठसदृशाय ददात्यभीष्टम् नारायण नमैत्यमुमेव मन्त्रम् संसारघोरविषनिर्हरणाय नित्यम् शृण्वन्तु भव्यमतयो यतयोऽनुरागात् उच्चैष्ठरमुपदीशमहमूर्ध्वबाहु चित्तं नैव निवर्तते क्षणमपि श्रीकृष्णपादाम्बुजान् निन्दन्तु प्रियबान्धवा गुरुजनान् गुह्यन्तु मुञ्चन्तु वा दुर्वादं परिघोषयन्तु मनुजा वंशे कलङ्कोऽस्तु वा तादृक्प्रेमधरानुरागमधुना मत्थायमानन्तु मे कृष्णो रक्षतु नो जगत्त्रयगुरो कृष्णं नमध्वं सदा कृष्णेनाखिल शत्रवो विनिहिता कृष्णाय तस्मै नमः कृष्णादेव समुत्थितं जगदिदं कृष्णस्य दासोऽस्म्यहम् कृष्णे तिष्ठति विश्वमेतदखिलं हे कृष्ण रक्षस्व माम् हे गोपालक हे कृपाजलनिधे हे सिन्धुकन्यापते हे कंसान्तक हे गजेन्द्र करुणा पारीण हे माधवा हे रामानुज हे जगत्त्रय गुरो हे पुण्डरीकाक्ष माम् हे गोपीजननाथ पालय परां जानामि न त्वं विना धारावारकरवरसुता ते तनुजो विरिञ्चि स्तोता वेदस्तव सुरगणा भृत्यवर्गप्रसादा मुक्तिर्माया जगदविकलं तावकी देवकी ते माता मित्रं बलरिपुसुतस्तत्त्वदन्यं न जाने प्रणाममीशाय शिरःफलं विदुस्तदर्चनं पाणिफलं दिवक्षुषः मनःफलं तद्गुणतत्त्वचिन्तनं वचःफलं तद्गुणकीर्तनं बुधाः श्रीमन्नाम प्रोच्य नारायणाख्यं केन प्रापुर्वाञ्छितं पापिनोऽपि हा नः पूर्वं वाक्प्रवृत्ता न तस्मिस्तेन प्राप्तं गर्भवासादिदुःखम् ध्यायन्ति ये विष्णुमनन्तमव्ययम् हृत्पद्ममध्ये सततं व्यवस्थितम् समाहितानां सतताभ्यभप्रदम् ते यान्ति सिद्धिं परमां तु वैष्णवीम् तत्त्वं प्रसीद भगवन् कुरु मय्यनाथे विष्णो कृपां परमकारुणिकखलत्वम् संसारसागरनिमग्नमनन्तदीनम् उद्धर्तुमर्हसि हरे पुरुषोत्तमोऽसि क्षीरसागरतरङ्गशीकरा सारतारकिटचारुमूर्तये भोगिभोगशयनीयशायिने माधवाय मधुविद्विषे नमः अलमलमलमेका प्राणिनां पातकानां निरसनविषयेया कृष्ण कृष्णेति वाणी यदि भवति मुकुन्दे भक्तिरानन्दसान्द्रा करतलकलिता सा मोक्षसाम्राज्यलक्ष्मी यस्य प्रियौ श्रुतिधरौ कविलोकवीरौ मित्रौ द्विजन्मवरपद्मशरावाद्भुतम् तेनाम्बुजाक्षचरणाम्बुजा सत्पदेन राज्ञा कृताकृतिरियं कुलशेखरेण मुकुन्दमालां पठतां नराणाम् अशेषसौख्यं लभते न कस्वित् समस्तपापक्षयमेत्यदेहि प्रयाति विष्णो परमं पदं तत्। Sri Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra ki jai, Kulashekhara Aalwaar ki jai.
Three ball.
Okay, so that's how it goes. So it's so beautiful. Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra is so beautiful.
Yeah. I was
Prabhuji,
just
how can
going
we
through
practice
the
this?
meanings.
Is there any site or place where we can, get the meanings for each word?
Yeah, I'll send that link also.
Oh.
Yeah.
And also purport.
Yes. Yeah. So there is a book in the temple that's available. If somebody wants to buy it, that has everything: shloka, word for word meaning, translation, purport, everything. But I'll send you an online link also where you can find all these things.
Okay.
Yeah. So Shiva, you were saying something?
Yeah, I was just going through the meanings while you are reciting, and yeah, it's very good purport. Like he's begging the censors, he's begging the people, he's begging the Lord in all aspects. So very nice to see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Prabhu.
So Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra is full of bhakti.
Yeah.
It's full of bhakti. So yesterday we discussed, right? There are 53 shlokas in Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra, and Kulashekhara Aalwaar is offering this as a garland to Mukunda, Bhagavan Sri Krishna. So in a garland, what do we have? Yesterday, as we discussed, there are two sides to the garland. On the left side, there are 26 flowers. Right side, there are another 26 flowers. And in the middle, there is a beautiful pendant. The, like a rose flower they keep in the middle, right? That's like a pendant, crushed jewel. So that is one shloka. The Krishno Rakshati no Jagat Traya Guru. So, by the way, that shloka, when you see the lyrics on KK Songs, the website link that I shared, that particular shloka, Krishno Rakshatu no Jagat Traya Guru, the lyrics are not correct on that website. So I'll send the correct lyrics maybe tonight or after this class tonight or tomorrow. I'll send the correct lyrics of that shloka. So that is the crest jewel, the 53rd shloka, or not 53rd, not the number 53rd, but the 53rd flower, the pendant, crest jewel shloka, which has Krishna's name twice in each line. That's the most beautiful shloka. Okay, so we have a garland, the two sides of the garland, 26 flowers here, 26 flowers on the right side, and then pendant. What else do we have in the garland?
Either flowers or money, whatever the garland is made of.
Thread, Prabhuji.
Hmm?
Thread.
Thread, very, very good. Yes. You cannot see the thread, but that's the most important piece of a garland. So what's the thread here in Mukunda-Mālā Stotra? What's that thread? What is that invisible thread called?
Maybe devotion.
Devotion, yes, bhakti. It's
Love and
uh,
bhakti.
yeah,
Love and
love and devotion. Love and devotion for Mukunda. So the thread in Sanskrit, it's called sutra. Like Mangala Sutra, they say, right? So what is Mangala Sutra? An auspicious thread. Traditionally, the Mangala Sutra that is tied in the marriage, when the husband ties Mangala Sutra with 3 knots around the neck of the bride, traditionally it's only a thread, an auspicious thread anointed with turmeric. Turmeric represents auspiciousness. But these days, the Mangal Sutras have become very fancy. they use golden Mangal Sutra or different styles. That's not recommended. So at least at the time of marriage, they should tie a thread that is anointed with turmeric to invoke auspiciousness. Okay, so that's the sutra. Sutra means thread. In Bhagavad Gita, in chapter 7, Krishna tells in one shloka, Matta parataram nanyat kinchidasti dhananjaya mai sarvam idam proktam sutre manigana iva. Mattaha parataram nanyat kinchidasti dhananjaya mai sarvam idam proktam sutre manigana iva. Okay, let me open that shloka so that we all can recite that and understand this this element of sutra or thread. So it's a nice number, 7.7, easy to remember. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha
Bhaganuvacha
Matta Parataram Nanyat Kinchidasti Dhananjaya
Mattah parataram nanyat kischid asti dhananjaya
Mai Sarvam Idam Protam Sutre Manigana Iva.
Maisarvam idam protam sutre manigana.
Okay, so if you look at the word here, sutre, on a thread. Sutra is thread, sutre becomes on a thread. Okay, let me move this. Yeah. Okay, Shamala, you want to read the translation?
Yes, Prabhuji. O
Conqueror.
conqueror of wealth, there is no truth superior to me. Everything rests upon me, as pearls are strung on a thread.
Okay, so here basically what Krishna is saying that I am the absolute truth. There is nobody beyond me. There's no truth beyond me. There's no truth superior to me. Everything rests upon me. Everything in the material world and in spiritual world rests upon Krishna. As pearls are strung on a thread. That means Krishna is telling about his all pervasiveness in this material world. Krishna is present in every single atom in this material world. He is present in the human beings as Paramatma. He is present in trees and animals as Paramatma. He is present in small insects, birds as Paramatma. He is present in rocks, mountains, oceans, rivers, lakes, everything. He is present in every single atom. But do we see him? We don't see him. It's an invisible thread, just like how Krishna is a thread, that invisible thread in a pearl necklace, and all the pearls, the mani gana, mani is pearl, gana is the group of pearls. Just like how the group of pearls in a necklace, they rest on a thread. Similarly, everything, every atom in this material world rests on Krishna. And we don't see that invisible Krishna, who is that thread, which is most important to hold all the different elements of the necklace. Without the thread, there's no value, there's no support, there is no survival for the necklace. Similarly, without Krishna's presence, there is no survival. There is no There's no value for anybody. We become zero. Without Krishna, we become zero.
Clear. Prabhuji, a quick question. Like you're saying, we cannot able to see.
Yeah.
Only Krishna is realized, Prabhuji? Or those who are realized soul, they can able to visualize the Krishna, and we can only realize like a sugar is like a sugar in taste. So in that way, we can realize it, or we can
Now,
even visualize.
there are different forms of Krishna. So
Okay.
the form that Krishna is talking about here is called Avyakta Murti. Avyakta Murti means unmanifested form. In the same chapters, in the same 7th chapter, another shloka, Krishna tells, Matstani sarva bhutani jagad avyakta murtina. Nacha mastani bhutani jagad avyakta murtina. So Krishna says, I am situated in every living entity and in every atom in my unmanifested form. In my unmanifested form. And yesterday, Lavanya talked about Archa Murti, right? So that is the Vigraha form in the temple. So there is Avyakta Murti, which is present in every atom, which we cannot see. And there is Archa Murti, that is present in the temple that we worship. And then there is there is the original form of Krishna in the spiritual world. Shyamasundara form, the beautiful Shyamasundara form in spiritual world. So we can, the yogis who meditate on the Paramatma, they can get darshan of Paramatma. So right now we cannot see Krishna, who is like a thread, but the yogis who practice Ashtanga Yoga, they can get darshan of the Paramatma after they achieve perfection in Ashtanga Yoga. But our goal is not to get darshan of Paramatma. Our goal is to get darshan of Bhagavan, Shyamasundara. Yeah, our goal is higher. Our goal is higher than the Ashtanga Yogis. We are bhaktas. We are practicing bhakti yoga.
Okay.
Yeah. But even though we cannot see Krishna in the material world, even though we cannot see Krishna with our eyes, with our naked eye, we cannot see him. But whenever we see any beautiful thing in the material world, a beautiful rose flower, a beautiful scenery, like a nature, beautiful nature, we have to remember that it is only because it is only a spark of Krishna's opulence. The beauty in the rose flower comes from Krishna. Or the fragrance, the beautiful fragrance, aroma in the rose flower comes from Krishna. Punyo gandha pridhivyamcha tejaschasmi vibhavasau. Jivanam sarva bhuteshu. So Krishna tells in 7th chapter again. Krishna tells, Punyo gandha pridhivyamcha. Punya gandha means that aroma. Gandha is that smell. Punya gandha means the good smell, the fragrance, aroma. Punyo gandha pridhivyamcha. I am the smell I am the fragrance in the earth. The flower actually gets the fragrance from the earth molecules. When the same earth molecules, when they are combined in different permutations and combinations, they produce a different smell. So where is it coming from? It is coming from Krishna. Krishna is the source. So when we read Bhagavad Gita and whenever we are seeing these things in the material world, we should get remembrance of Krishna. We should think that this is only because of Krishna's presence in this. Similarly, Krishna says, Rasoham apsu kaunteya. I am the taste in the water.
Hmm.
Whenever
Yes.
you drink water,
Hmm.
you have to think that the taste in the water comes from Krishna. So this is how we see Krishna's presence everywhere in the material world.
Hmm. Means it can be experienced but not expressed in words, Prabhuji.
No, it can be experienced. It can be expressed
It can
also.
be expressed also. Okay.
Both. It
Both
can be
can be done.
experienced.
Yeah.
It can be expressed.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yep.
Prabhuji, when you told about the word sutra, right? Even Natana Sutradhari, he's a thread holder for all of us, right, Prabhuji?
Natana Sutradhari?
Yeah,
What
they
was
say
that?
puppets, and he's the person holding the thread.
Nataka. Yeah, Nataka Sutradhari. Yeah, Jagannataka Sutradhari, right? That's what they say. Jagannataka Sutradhari. Hmm. Yes, yeah, that's a good point. Jagannataka Sutradhari. But the meaning of the word sutra there is different. Sutradhari means director.
Oh, I was thinking we are like puppets, and he's holding the thread and shaking us, something like that.
Yeah, beautiful. That's another way to interpret that. Correct. That's another way to interpret that.
But usually that is the compared with the trigunas, right? Which is making us like puppets, not Krishna.
No, but uh, who is giving that power to the trigunas?
Of course, that is
Whose
there.
energy is that?
Yeah.
That trigunas, that's the material energy. Prakriti is whose energy is that? It is Krishna's energy. So yeah, yes, Srividya, we can interpret that way also. Sutradhari in general means director, but because Krishna is holding the ropes, the three ropes and the threads, three threads, and controlling us. Yes, Sutradhari. I never thought about it like that, but it can be interpreted. Yes, Sutradhari, Jagannataka Sutradhari. That means he is the director of everything in this Jagat, in this world. Mayadhyakshena prakriti suyate sacharacharam. Krishna tells in 18th chapter.
So, Prabhuji, Krishna has given free will, then we are puppets, Prabhuji, even though Krishna has given, because in the Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna, at last he has given to Arjuna only to take a call. Everything he has explained, Krishna has explained, but he has given free will to the Krishna. So, in that way, it's like a free will. Then free will not like kind of puppet, Prabhuji. Can you please clear?
But before Arjuna decided to fight, what did Krishna say? Krishna said, Yadechasi tadha kuru. Now you do whatever you want to do. So Krishna has given complete freedom to Arjuna. And then Arjuna said, Karishye vachanam tava. Nashto moha smutir labda. Chitosmi gata sandeha. Tat prasad maya chuta. Karishye vachanam tava. Now I will do whatever you ask me to do. Yeah. Before that, Krishna, the one shloka before that, Krishna said, O Arjuna, I have given you all this transcendental knowledge. I have explained to you about soul. I have explained to you about karma yoga, jnana yoga, ashtanga yoga, bhakti yoga, everything. And I have also shown you my universal form, where I showed you that I have already killed all these Kauravas. You just become an instrument and take the credit, enjoy the kingdom. Tasmatvam uttishta yasho labasva jitva shatrum bhunkte rajyam suranam mayaitaive nihata purvameva nimitta matram bhava savyasachi. Oh Krishna, you are a savyasachi. You pick up the bow and arrow and become an instrument. Take the credit. I have already killed all these people. And Krishna shows in the universal form, everybody, they are entering into Krishna's mouth like fireflies entering into the fire.
Yes, Prabhuji, got it.
And then in the end, even after telling this, in the end, Krishna says, now you do whatever you wish to do. Yadechasi tada kuru. Then Arjuna says, "Oh Krishna, now my illusion is gone. I got remembrance of my duty as a Kshatriya, and I will do whatever you ask me to do now." Yeah. So there is always free will.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Okay. So now coming back to this point, topic of sutra. So in Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra, we don't see that thread. We can only imagine the shlokas as the flowers, the big rose flowers or lotus flowers, and then there is one pendant in the middle. But the most important element is the bhakti. Because without bhakti, no matter what we do, it's useless. Even if somebody is born in a highest caste, Brahmana caste, or even if somebody can do a lot of austerities, somebody can do tapas, somebody can read shastras. But if there is no bhakti, it's useless. Bhagavad bhakti heenasya jati shastram japastapaha apranayasya dehasya mandanam lokaranjanam. So it is mentioned that if there is no devotion, okay, for a person who lacks this bhakti, devotion or devotional service, even if he has a birth in a great family or nation, in a great country like America or great family lineage, even if he belongs to, Chandra Vamsha, Surya Vamsha, or even if he is born in a Brahmana family, and even if he has the knowledge of the scriptures, even if he knows how to perform the austerities and tapasya, he knows how to chant the Vedic mantras, but without bhakti, Bhagavad bhakti heenasya, without bhakti, all these things are just like ornaments on a dead body. Now, if you decorate a dead body, what's the use? So, who will enjoy? If you decorate a dead body, who will enjoy? The people who are looking at the dead body and the ornaments, they will enjoy. That's why Mandanam Lokaranjanam. Mandanam means decoration. Lokaranjanam means it's a pleasure for the people who are seeing it. Mandanam Lokaranjanam. Bhagavad Bhakti Heenasya Jati Shastram Japastapaha Apranasyeva Dehasya Mandanam Lokaranjanam. So this bhakti is very, very important. So it's not the quantity that is important, it's the quality that's important. Even if we do smaller things, you do a small service, but do it with bhakti. So that's the key essential element of all the works done by Aalwaars. All the 12 Aalwaars, they are the epitome of devotion. They are the epitome of devotion. And they are showing that in their expressions in stotrams. Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra is an intense, it's an intense prayer condensed with a lot of emotions and bhakti. I have never seen any other stotram as condensed with bhakti and emotions as Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra. Now, since you all just heard Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra now, you may not understand the deeper meaning of it, but as we start discovering the magic of Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra, understand the meaning and essence of each and every shloka, you'll appreciate it a lot. It's the most beautiful thing. If you learn this one stotram, that's enough for your life. You can achieve perfection in your life. You learn just these 53 shlokas, meditate on these shlokas, practice these principles in your life will become perfect. So powerful, so beautiful. So, the beauty of Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra shlokas is every shloka is independent. You take any other kirtan, bhajan, stotram, or like take one chapter from Bhagavad Gita or Srimad Bhagavatam, Ramayana. It's a series of shlokas, starting from shloka 1 to 30, 40 shlokas, whatever it is. So they are all interrelated. One shloka is dependent on another. So if you miss one shloka, you cannot understand other shlokas. You cannot understand the flow, the relation, the connection between the shlokas. You might miss some essential points. Whereas Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra, every shloka can be recited independently, every shloka can be understood independently, every shloka can be relished and practiced independently. That's the beauty of Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra.
Prabhuji, you sung in a different meter because of the mood of the different shloka. You sung all the 53
Depending on the number of syllables.
syllables.
Meter,
Okay.
depending on the number of syllables, the meter changes.
Okay.
So according to that, I sang in different meters.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yeah. So now let's talk a little bit about Kulashekhara Aalwaar. What is the time now? 9:34, right? So is it okay, everyone, if we discuss for another 10 to 15 minutes?
Sure,
Yes,
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.
Okay. So Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra was written by Kulasekhara Aalwaar. Kulasekhara Aalwaar is a great devotee of Lord Ramachandra. So he was born to a king called Dhridavrata. Dhridavrata is a great king of Chera dynasty. From Kerala region, there used to be a kingdom called Chera, Chera, Chera dynasty. About 8th or 9th century. He belongs to 8th or 9th century. So Kulasekhara was born to Dhridavrata and his wife. So when this little boy Kulasekhara was born, the Asthana Pandit or astrologer, he looked at the horoscope of this boy and he predicted that this boy will become a great devotee of the Lord, and he will bring great name and fame to the kingdom, Chera dynasty, and also to his parents. And he will become the topmost prince or king in the entire dynasty, and the topmost devotee. So that's why the priest or the astrologer suggested the name Kulasekhara. Kula means lineage, Vamsha. And Shekhara comes from the root word Shikara. Shikhara means topmost, highest, topmost. So Shikhara actually comes from the root word Shika, which means head. In the body, the most important limb of the body is head. So Shikharam, the Shikharam for the body, Shikharam for the Sharira is the head. So that's why the astrologer named him as Kulasekhara, because he is going to be like a crest jewel, the topmost, the greatest, the best prince or king in the dynasty, and also the best devotee ever. And after a few years, Kulasekhara actually, he fulfilled the meaning of his name. He became a great devotee. So when Kulasekhara became, when Kulasekhara grew up and he became, a matured boy who can take up the kingdom, the father Dridhavrata appointed Kulasekhara as the prince and appointed the entire kingdom in his hands. And the father went to do some tapasya in the forest. That's how the kings and especially saintly kings, the Rajarshis those days, they used to do like this. They used to rule the kingdom for some time, and then after they have children, the children are grown up. When the children are ready to take up the kingdom, the father used to go to the forest and do tapasya, meditate on the Lord. So that's what the father of Kulasekhara also did. He went to the forest and started doing tapasya. And here Kulasekhara, he started ruling the kingdom. And then because since childhood, he has been a great devotee of Ramachandra and the Supreme Lord in general. So he every day he would want to go to SriRangam to take darshan of Ranganath Swami. And the ministers in the kingdom, they used to think that if this king goes to SriRangam every day and spends time in this process of going there, taking darshan of the Lord, serving the Lord, and then coming back to Kerala, the whole day is gone, and the king wants to do this yatra every day. That's why the pranam mantra for Kulashekhara Aalwaar, it goes like ghuśyate yasya nagare ranga-yātrā dine-dine tamaham śirasā vande rājānām kulaśekharaṁ. So Kulasekhara Aalwaar, every day morning, he makes an announcement. Ghuśyate. Ghuśyate means makes an announcement, proclaims. Like Telugulo dandora antaru kada, టప్పు పెట్టి దండోరా వేయిస్తారనమాట. ఈరోజు మన అందరము శ్రీరంగం వెళ్తున్నామహో అని దండోరా వేయిస్తారు. సో ద కింగ్ యూస్ టు ప్రొక్లైమ్ లైక్ దట్ ఎవ్రీ డే మార్నింగ్. So after a few days, the ministers, they used to take the Maharaj Kulasekhara Aalwaar to SriRangam for a few days in the beginning. And then they started thinking, if this is how it continues, the king will not have time to rule the kingdom. And if the king does not have time to rule the kingdom, very soon it will lead to destruction, and all the ministers, they will be jobless. The chief minister, home minister, finance minister, they'll be jobless. They'll be laid off. So they got, insecure about their jobs, and they wanted to stop Kulasekhara from visiting SriRangam every day. So after that, what happened every day? Like as usual, Kulasekhara used to make that proclamation that we are going to Srirangam today, like that. And then the ministers very cleverly, they understood the weak point of the king Kulasekhara, that Kulasekhara, he likes Ramachandra and he likes to hear Ramakatha. So the ministers, they implemented a strategy, a very clever, brilliant strategy, that they used to bring some Vaishnavas every day. Every day they used to invite some Vaishnavas who would come to the kingdom, to the assembly of the king, and they used to tell Ramakatha. And like that, they appointed one principal Vaishnava who would tell Ramakatha to King Kulasekhara every day. Now, when Kulasekhara listens to Ramayana, Ramakatha, he was so absorbed, completely absorbed. That's the meaning of the word Aalwaar, actually. We heard it from Lavanya also yesterday, right? The meaning of the word Aalwaar means one who is immersed, absorbed completely in bhakti. One who is completely absorbed in hearing Krishna Katha, Rama Katha. So Kulashekhara Aalwaar also was completely immersed in hearing Rama Katha, and then he forgot about going to Srirangam. So the whole day he used to spend in the assembly only, and he would forget going to Srirangam. So this shows that Kulashekhara Aalwaar is prioritizing Bhagavata Seva over Bhagavat Seva. Bhagavat Seva is serving the Lord, seeing the Lord, doing some service to the Lord. That is all Bhagavat Seva, Seva to Bhagavan. Whereas Bhagavata Seva is serving the devotees of the Lord, the Vaishnavas. So he prioritized Bhagavata Seva over Bhagavat Seva. So like that, it continued for more number of days. And then again the ministers thought, okay, somehow we were able to stop Kulasekhara Maharaj from going to Srirangam so that he spends quality time in the assembly every day. But now what happened? He's staying here, instead of going to Srirangam every day, he's staying in the assembly. But he is spending whole day in hearing Bhagavad Katha. Then they thought of another plot. This time they wanted to they thought of defaming. So this time they thought of defaming these Vaishnavas who were telling Bhagavad Katha to Kulasekhara Aalwaar. So what they did was, the ministers stole the jewelry from the deity of the temple in the kingdom. There used to be Lord Ramachandra's deity, Ramalayam, in the kingdom, in the village. The ministers, they stole. They have hidden all the jewelry of the deity in a secret place, and then told Kulasekhara Aalwaar, saying that the Vaishnavas who are visiting us from outside every day coming here, they are the ones who actually stole these jewelry. One second, somebody is continuously calling. There's some emergency or no? Yeah. So the minister said all these Vaishnavas stole this jewelry, and Kulasekhara could not believe that, because these are nice devotees, nice Vaishnavas. They are telling me Ramakatha every day. How can they do and act like this? I don't believe this. The ministers insisted that no, Kulasekhara Maharaj, this is what has actually happened. Then Kulasekhara wanted to prove this. So he asked the ministers to bring a big vessel and also asked to bring a poisonous serpent, a snake. Then King Kulasekhara said, leave that poisonous serpent in the vessel. Let me put my hand. If if the serpent does not cause any harm to me and I don't die, that means these Vaishnavas are pure. If something happens to me, if the serpent bites me and something happens to me, I fell unconscious, you do some remedy and try to get rid of that poison and save me. So like this, he orders the ministers. The ministers get a vessel and a poisonous serpent. And then Kulasekhara puts his hand in that vessel and nothing happens. Then Kulasekhara, chastises these ministers, saying that you're all cheaters, you don't deserve to be in this kingdom anymore, and then he throws them out. And then with this experience, Kulasekhara thinks that this is how the material world is. This is how the people in the material world are. I don't want to live in such a world. I don't want to deal with people like this. And then he appoints he gives the kingdom to the ministers, and then he goes away. He goes to SriRangam and then spends his full time in devotional service. That is when the King Kulasekhara actually becomes Kulashekhara Aalwaar. When he finally takes up devotional service as full time and immerses in bhakti, that is when his name is changed to Kulashekhara Aalwaar.
Prabhuji, was he not married that time, Prabhuji?
Yeah, he was married, but the children were small. Children were small, and until the children grew up, he entrusted the kingdom to one of the loyal ministers. And probably after the son has grown up, the kingdom must have been given to the grown-up son. But until then, he has entrusted the kingdom to some loyal minister.
Was he only in Srirangam, or he traveled to different temples?
He traveled to different temples. He went to Tirupati. He went to different temples.
Okay, and this song was sung in Srirangam only, you said, Prabhuji. This Mukunda-Mālā.
No, not in Srirangam. It was sung in Kerala, because Srirangam is in Tamil Nadu, right? So it was sung in Kerala in one of Sri Krishna temples.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll discuss those three, different stories of Kulashekhara Aalwaar. How Kulashekhara Aalwaar used to hear Sri Ramayana. How he used to relish that. There are some nice details about that. We'll discuss that, and how he got inspiration to write Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra, and where. That is the second one. And third one, there is some nice interesting incident connected to Tirupati. Kulashekhara Aalwaar's connection to Tirupati. So we'll discuss these three tomorrow, because it's already 9:50. We'll discuss these three tomorrow.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Yeah. So before we wrap up, any quick questions, comments, reflections?
Can we also other Alvar stories, like not on single day, like one day we can pick one Alvar like that. Only 12 Alvars like that, Prabhuji.
Yeah, Aalwaars, you want to do what? You want to recite some shlokas of Aalwaars?
Like in the story of Kulasekhara Aalwaar, like we'll continue like this, Prabhuji. Like one day you take some other Alvar only for 5-10
Oh,
minutes.
okay. So story, history and story of different Aalwaars.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, we can try to do that. We can try to do that. So what we'll do is from tomorrow we'll discuss about Kulasekhara's Aalwaar's those three stories, and then from Thursday onwards we'll discuss word for word meaning of each and every shloka, starting with first shloka in Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra, and then in between we can always whenever some time permits, once in a week or so, we can discuss about different Aalwaars.
Yes,
Yeah. Yeah. Anything else? Anybody?
Prabhuji, at what age Kulasekhara Aalwaar has left the kingdom and completely into devotional?
I don't know about that,
Approximately, yeah.
When
In
he was
youth
below
or
50 only. Below 50 only.
above 50? Above 50, okay.
Below.
Below 50, okay.
Usually 50 is the time when Vanaprastha, right? When they take Vanaprastha.
Correct. Yeah.
But yeah, he took Vanaprastha prematurely because he was so frustrated with the experience that he had when his own ministers tried to cheat him. He thought, when I cannot believe my own people, who else can I believe in the material world? I don't want to believe anyone else other than the Lord. Tattvadanyam na jane. That's what he says in one of the shlokas. I know no one other than Mukunda, Krishna.
Prabhuji,
Yeah.
ఒక క్విక్ క్వశ్చన్. సో
Yeah.
ఇన్స్టెడ్ ఆఫ్ మినిస్టర్స్ అతన్ని చీట్ చేసే బదులు మినిస్టర్స్ ఆయనకి డైరెక్ట్ గా చెప్పొచ్చు కదా. సో మీరు ఎవ్రీడే అక్కడ ఉంటున్నారు, ఈవెన్ ఇక్కడ పీపుల్ టేక్ కేర్ చేయడం కూడా కింగ్ బాధ్యత కదా. సో అలాగా అంటే అలా చెప్పే అవకాశం కూడా ఉంది కదా అని.
I mean, they cannot. They can try to give an advice, but Kulasekhara, he's so attached to bhakti. He's so involved in bhakti right from childhood. And when the Vaishnavas visiting the kingdom and telling Ramayana stories, he got completely absorbed in that. The way he used to listen Ramayana from them, when we hear those details tomorrow, it'll be mind-boggling to us.
ఓకే ప్రభుజీ.
So it was, even if let's assume that the ministers have tried that also. Before they tried other strategies, let's assume that they have tried that also.
ఓకే.
King Kulasekhara would not listen to that.
ఓకే.
Prabhuji, has he written any other stotra on Rama?
No, not other stotras on Rama.
Only
Only Kulasekhara. I mean, only Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra on Krishna, and then he wrote some prabandhams, divya prabandhams, and then there is one very famous work like Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra. There is another important work by him. I'm not able to. It's a Tamil name, and I don't remember the name. I'll tell you tomorrow. Yeah.
Prabhuji, these 53 stotras are part of the Divya Prabandham? 4,000?
No, that's
No.
different. The Divya Prabandham is different.
Okay.
Yeah. Divya Prabandham is in Tamil.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah. This is in Sanskrit. Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra is in Sanskrit.
Yeah. Got it.
Yeah. So even though the shlokas are very long, but they are very easy to recite, very easy to, simple words actually, very easy to recite, very easy to memorize.
The only challenge is remembering the metering.
Yeah, if you hear it 10 times, 20 times, 50 times, you will automatically remember the tune. Yeah.
We were thinking that only, Prabhuji. Now we find it very hard, but you will make us, at the end of 2 months, you will make us
Yes.
read it.
Yeah, just like how Rukmini prayers, right? In the beginning, everybody thought it's a humongous task, but everybody did an excellent job. You all memorized, you all recited very nicely.
One day I noticed Annapurna Mataji was reciting these prayers in the temple in front of the Lord.
Oh, Rukmini prayers?
Yeah,
Oh,
I heard it.
Oh, very nice. Balaji temple or Samamish temple?
In ISKCON temple.
Okay,
Nice.
very nice. Yeah. So like that, I'll see all of you reciting Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra very soon in the temples.
Hoping so, Prabhuji. I am also very much interested in learning Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra.
Yeah, yeah.
Inspired by you.
We can really speak very nicely.
We are blessed to learn from you, Prabhuji. Like you are liking it, so.
So I can guarantee you this much. Okay. So after learning Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra, you yourself can see that your bhakti, your emotions for the Lord will definitely improve. Automatically, naturally will improve. So whatever is your bhakti today, you take this as a baseline. Okay. If you have a meter, you check your bhakti today.
Last time for Rukmini prayers also you told like this, Prabhuji, like I'm telling you, you'll get addicted like that.
Yeah. You'll get more addicted to Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra. You'll get more addicted here. Yeah. Good. It's going to be a nice journey. Next 2 months, it's going to be a wonderful journey. Okay. With that said, thank you everyone for joining. Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra ki jai.
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 Kulasekhara Aalwaar ki jai.
Jai.
Srila Prabhupada ki
Hare Krishna.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.